This one at the end you have some two later. Okay, you need to try to see how many of these happen in the previous part, but the last one don't count. Okay, is that okay? So how can you do it? This one you will need to use a window of two to check it. Every time check two later, every time check two later, and last two later you need to check over here. Okay, last two later you want to check over here. Okay, every time you need to check two later, two later, two later. If these two later the same with the last two, okay. Is that okay? Hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So first thing is that you need to know about what pattern you want to have. Okay. So first thing is that you need to know about what's the pattern you want to have. So let's assume that the pattern, okay, the pattern you want to have. Let's actually do this. Okay, let me try to help you. So here, let's actually the pattern you want to have. Pattern you want to have would be equals str. The last two later would be -2 to the end of the string. This is the last two later. High would be here. Okay, starting from n-2 and then ending at the end of the string. So this is the pattern. So now you need to count how many patterns happen in a string, right? So how can you do that? Every time you get two later toy, and you need to have a for loop to do it, right? Every time you get two later, right? So how can you get this two later every time? Two later from a string. So you need to have some index. So let's assume that we have an I in range of the starting from 0, right? To where? To the last one. Last one you want to be this one. Okay. The very last one, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because the last two, you don't count these two. So it will be the one before it. So here your last I you want to have would be the length of, okay, right here it should be the length of your str, okay, your str is the length of your str -2, that would not be included. So this is the I, right? So if here you need to see that how many of the pattern happens. So here you need to have a counter. So counter initially is 0. Okay. So if str's I and the I plus 2 is equal to the pattern, these two match, then your counter will increase by 1, right? And eventually you need to return your counter. Okay? Is it okay? So that will solve the problem. But now let me actually delete it. It will do it, okay? Let me delete it. You will do it, okay? I show you how you can do it, but you need to work on it yourself, okay? I don't want to take away your chance to practice. So you will do it, okay? Hear me? Are you okay? First thing is that you need to get a pattern. What pattern? Pattern is in the last two later. How do you say the last two later first? -2 colon, okay? We say -2 colon is because that here this one is -1, -2. So starting from the -2 to the end of the string, so it actually is -2 colon. Yes, counter equals 0, okay? Then for loop, you need to for I is the index, I starting from 0 Okay, use A, that's okay. Starting from 0 to where? To the last one should be this one. The last two should be this one. Okay, so actually is n minus 2, the length of the string minus 2. So length len. No, there's no one, not one. Here, not one. It's the length of the str parenthesis minus 2. Parenthesis minus 2. No. Parenthesis first, minus 2 later. Yes. Colon. Change that. Here you have too many parentheses. 81. Yes. So then you get 2 later from I to I plus 2. You get every 2 later was from I to I plus 2. I plus 2 not included. So that's 2 later. You need to check that one against the pattern. No, pattern is a string. You don't add that. You need to compare pattern with your current word. It's 2 later words. Now your pattern already defined. You cannot use the pattern. Here is if. Here, this one you should use if. Yes, if. STR's 2 later. Get 2 later from STR. Starting from I. Get 2 later starting from I. What's other 2 later here? No, this is not right. It's not right. You have to get 2 later from I. Get 2 later from I. No, it's STR. From A to A plus 2. A is an index. A to A plus 2. A colon A plus 2. STR. STR. Break it, not function. Break it, not parenthesis. Break it. A colon A plus 2. No, not like this. Colon, not break it. A colon, not A break it. STR break it, A colon. This here is break it. A colon. A colon.
What does a colon look like?
Colon is 2 dots. COLON colon. A plus 2. A plus 2. Not 2. A plus 2. Colon A plus 2. Starting from A to A plus 2. These are the 2 words starting from A. This one equals pattern. We need to check this one equals pattern then. Then what you do? You pick 2 later and that equals pattern. What you do? You pick 2 later and that 2 later is high. You check it. Yes. And then eventually you return C. Get outside, return C. The return C is not in the for loop. It's actually outside of the for loop. Yes, there. Go. Okay, you erase it. Do it one more time. This time still guided by me. Okay, that doesn't count. Delete everything. Redo it one more time. This time actually it's done by me. Okay, actually I still guiding you. Redo it. Okay. So this is like your swimming lesson, right? Sometimes your coach tell you to do this way, this way, this way. Okay, but you need to try. And if you don't complete by yourself, you redo it one more time. Okay, that now you do it one more time by yourself. I don't interrupt you. Okay. Until you can fully remember it. It's called kicking narrowly. Okay, just like you keep the breaststroke, I need to tell you this is the right stroke you need to do. And you keep practicing until you get the right stroke. Okay. No, not pattern, not pattern. No, not C. If it's okay, but you are not checking the right one. Yes. No. This one you need to compare with somebody. You did not compare. No. You compare to C for what? C is a counter. You compare for C for what? Yeah. Then. And then you have one mistake. Pattern equals str bracket. You need to get pattern from it. Okay. You are wrong because why you are wrong? Because here you do +2, that's wrong. It's -2. Got it?
Yeah.
I'll let you pass. Okay, next one. This one I try not to tell you. Okay, let you struggle for a little bit. Now you also need to have the for loop, right? C equals 0 is okay. C equals 0, you need to have counter, yes. C equals 0, that's actually okay. C equals 0 is okay because you need to count something. Then you need to do for loop, FOR, okay? The length of the nums. The length of the nums. Wait, the length of the nums. Yeah. And then check if the number is 9. If nums, no, not in. If nums, no, there's no str. Where is str? Tell me where is str. There's no str since. No, why 0? your A is your index, so you need to use nums A. Num bracket A, yes. And then while you process something, you check the number if it is actually 9. You don't need a break column. You don't need a column. Yes. Go. Got it? One moment, okay? This one you can further reduce to the length of this. That will work. Okay, in fact, you can make it shorter. Okay. Let me comment out your design, okay? Let me rewrite it a little bit. So here you can use C equals 0, and for every x in nums, if x equals 9, okay, C increase by 1, and then return C. This is good enough. Will deliver the same result. Is that okay? Compare the two versions. This one, A is
This one's readable.
what?
This one's a little more readable.
Yes, easier. And also the difference is that this one is for every element S in num. So num has 1, 2, 9. Every time you get a S, that's the element. Checking if it is equal 9. Okay. Second one is not every element. Second one, yours is you have 1, 2, 9, but you get an index 0, 1, 2. So you have to do nums A. A is your index, right? So it's harder to check. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Okay.
But both will solve the problem anyway. Okay, next one. Both will solve the problem. Okay, let you work on it. Okay, I'm not going to create noise for you. You try, okay? Until you fail. Then I come in to help, okay? I'll let you struggle, okay? Until you get it right or wrong. Then come in to help. Okay, you're wrong because you will return are all in the if. Okay, one moment. Okay, let me check with you. One moment. One moment. Okay, first thing the error you have is the first thing first error you have is this one is an array. Array less than equal 9, that will never happen. You say nums 0 to 4. This actually are 4-number array. And this 4-number array less than 9, that cannot be. Okay. What I want to have is that return true is one of the first 4 elements in the array is a line. Okay. And it can be of any length. Okay. So this one is pretty simple. You say the first 4 elements. So the first 4 element is called nums 0 to 4. These are the first 4 elements. But you want to have a 9 in there. So you say 9 in this one. So you return it if it's true, you return true. If it's not true, you return false. That's it. Majority is okay. 0 column 4, 0 column 4 means 0 column 4 means an array of 4 elements. You
Okay.
say if there's a 9 in there, if 9 is in there, you return true. If not in there, you return false. So that's what you want, right? Is that okay? That's exactly what you want. Okay. Next problem, please. Okay, I'll let you struggle again, okay? Okay, some cases are wrong, some cases are correct. Keep trying. If they are some 1, 2, 3, okay, some 1, 2, 3, then you need to know about, you may have 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. You may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. You may have nothing, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. You may have 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you need to detect this one true, this one true, this one true, this one false. Okay. So what you do? You do need to have an index now. Okay. Right. So index in range what? In range what? The last one you check is over here. The last 3 elements you check is over here. So -1, -2, -3. Okay, so in range 0. Okay, then yeah. You can use a length. You can use a length -2. Okay, you don't need a 0. You can use length -2. That means your last one is actually up to here. Length nums -2. Yeah, -3 is over here. Okay, so up to here, and then you do if compare 3 pattern equals 1, 2, 3. If 3 number, if numbers from I to I plus 3. So nums, no. Here you do nums. Here you do nums. Here you do nums. Nums I to I plus 3. I column I plus 3. Yes. I column I plus 3. Nums I column I plus 3. I plus 3, not plus 3. I plus 3. Column I column I plus 3. Yes. Equals double equal sign. Break it 1, 2, 3, I'm sorry. Break it. 1, 2, 3. Break it. Yes. Return true. Yes. Otherwise, return false. No, not there. Outside the for loop. Outside the for loop. Yes. Go. You see? Think about it, okay? This one, I want you to erase it, redo it again. Okay, I'm not going to help you this time, okay? I want to make sure that you have the proficiency. Got it? You understand it now? Next problem, please. So Jonas says, is that fun to do this? So why are you doing this? There's A, B, what does that mean? You try to match, okay? You have A will be this long, B will be this long. You may have A that's shorter, B is longer, two cases, right? So you want to compare one by one here, one by one, one by one, one by one, until here. Or you compare here one by one here, until here. So first thing is that you need to know the length of the shorter one. Compare up to there, right? So you need to know about the shorter one's length first. And compare up to there, right? It's not the length of AB, okay? It's not. You want to compare up to the shorter one. Is okay?
Okay.
Try it, okay? I'm not going to give you the answer. You try it, okay? You have to figure out which one is shorter and use the shorter one's length. Not using AB. AB is wrong. Outside, you need to find out the shorter one's length. Okay, so here what you need to do is the first one, you need to figure out the shorter one's length. Let's assuming that this shorter one's length is called S. It's called S. So shorter one's length is called it S. Okay. So let me see. S. So S will be equal to length of A if length of A actually is shorter than length of B. Okay. Otherwise, I will use the length of B. B will be shorter. So here I'm going to do this one. I'm going to use the wait. Don't move, okay? Don't move. You kind of lose it. Here, don't use this one, okay? And then we need to have a counter called counter equals 0, okay? Wait, how come it's plus? It should be. Hey, what happened? Something wrong, okay? Don't move, okay? You don't move. Let me do it, okay? One more time. So S will be equals to the length of A, okay? I'm sorry, how come it actually is plus sign? This is equals, wait. Equals. I think my keyboard got stuck. How come it's always shift? Okay, let me see. Let me do it a little bit bigger. Okay. So this one, let me have equals. Okay, equals the length of A if actually length of A is less than is wait, don't move. Okay, A is actually less than or equal to length of B. Okay. Otherwise, we use the length of B, okay? It's a shorter one. Counter will start to be 0, okay? And then we do 4. We do 4, okay? And for actually, for index I in range of the S, okay? Then if actually A's I is equal to B's, okay, B is I, if the two letters are the same, two letters of the same index are the same, then counter will increase by 1, okay? And then eventually this one will return the counter. Oh no, actually, It's fine. Okay, let me clear it. Okay, let me clear it. Let me read it carefully. Okay. 3 cut 5. Let me see. Return where contain the same length of 2. Okay. So length of 2, it should be I plus 2. Okay, so here it would be I plus I to I plus 2. So this one should be S minus 1. Okay. So here is like you do have a array A and an array B, right? Every time you compare two number is the same, so two number is the same. So you need to I plus 2. You compare that one by one until the shorter ones end. Until look over here. So here minus 1. Okay, you have to check up to this point. Up to this point. Okay. So first thing that you definitely need to know about it, where is the shorter one's length? S. Because sometimes your A is longer, sometimes your A is shorter. Your A is shorter, you also still come to here, the S. Okay? Every time you get the window of 2 to compare. The children says, okay?
Okay.
Okay, then I'm going to erase it, okay? If you are okay, I'm going to erase it. Now, your turn, okay? I show you, then you practice, okay? Until you kind of get used to it. Mm-hmm. Not return. Setting the S. A is longer, so you should use what? It should be equals B. Length of B, not equals A. A is longer. You want to find a shorter one. S is a shorter one. Yes, not plus sign, equal sign. Yes. No. Why you need to have a plus? Just equal, yes. Okay, by here you already know that S is your shorter one's length. Okay, then you to compare every two letters until you have S, you use S. S minus 2 here. S minus 2. No, there's no, yeah, this is okay. And then you compare the 2 letter from A with 2 letter from B. I colon I plus 2, okay? Hey, with B, it's B, yeah. Your counter, you do not have a counter. Yes, counter need to increase. Yes, return C. Something wrong, let's see. S minus 1, you do S minus 2, that's wrong. S minus 1, yes. Go. Okay, S minus 1 because of what? Let's should look at it. Here you do have the shorter one's length is over here. The last 2 is over here, okay? So your S is here, S minus 1 is here, right? But your last one is over here. the last one, I is less than S minus 1. So here you should use S minus 1. Is that okay?
Okay.
S minus 1 is not included. So how about this? You erase it one more time and do it one more time, okay? Because this time I still help you a little bit. Doesn't count, okay? And this will be our last problem, okay? Then I'll help you to install the software. You need to kind of align your statement is not aligned. If and else are not aligned, yes. So you push the if to the here, okay? There's a gray color line. You see that? There's a gray color line. You should align everybody to here, okay? You see the gray color line, background gray color line. So what you should do is that, okay, this from the S push one space, push one space, push one space, okay? Push one space. This one, push one space. There's a line behind it. Do we see that one? This one, push one space. Is that okay? Okay, next one, you do the follow part, please. Got it? Okay, now that's actually, let me help you to do installation, okay? So let's see. Where's your computer? Can you share your screen for the whole desktop? Share your screen for the whole desktop, okay? Let me check is this a new computer or the old one?
Old one.
Old one. So you want to install the new computer or not? Do you need that or no? So can this old one work or not?
The old one broke.
Broke? But you need, if you want me to help you to install the new one, let me help you, okay? So you need to log in using your new computer. If you cannot do it, you can bring the computer in tomorrow. I can help you, okay? Which one you prefer?
New one.
Yeah, then you log in by the new one. Then I can help you to do installation. Do you have time to do it? If not, you can bring the computer in tomorrow. Which one? You want to do it now or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow on 10 o'clock, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye.